Sri Gurubhyo Namah children, welcome to online session. Already we are dealing with the topic surface chemistry. So far we have discussed the reactions that are taking place at the surface. Adsorption. So adsorption is nothing but surface phenomenon, the reactions that are taking place at the surface. So we have seen so many concepts related to adsorption. We have seen so many terms related to adsorption. Yesterday I told about the mechanism of adsorption, how adsorption is taking place. What are the various factors that affect adsorption? Yesterday we have seen two different factors that played a greater role in the mechanism of adsorption. What is the first factor? I told about the surface area. Surface area and adsorption are directly proportional. What do you mean by that? When the surface area of the adsorbent is greater, usually the adsorbent is a substance that adsorbs. So, if the surface area of the adsorbent is greater, larger, so larger the surface area, greater will be the adsorption. So, surface area and adsorption are directly proportional. And what is the next factor we have seen? Heat of adsorption. So, what is heat of adsorption? The amount of heat energy liberated during adsorption is known as heat of adsorption. So, usually it can be represented as delta H. And related to this we have seen how it is related to the Gibbs free energy. Already we have seen thermodynamic principle, everything we have completed yesterday. Today we are going to discuss about the characteristics. What are the characteristics of physical adsorption and what are the characteristics of chemical adsorption? After that, we are going to compare physical and chemical adsorption based on their properties. So, shall we see children, be ready with your notebook. So, here and there I will be asking you some questions. So, I want everybody's attention here. Everybody should be attentive. So, today we are going to discuss about physical adsorption. Already I told about physical adsorption. How this physical adsorption is caused due to weak van der Waals force. So, what is physical adsorption? Actually, adsorption is taking place at the surface. What is the reason for adsorption? There will be weak van der Waals force. They are the physical forces. So, which will not be much efficient. So, the weak van der Waals forces are there acting at the surface of the adsorbent which causes this adsorption. So, physical adsorption is nothing but it involves the use of weak van der Waals forces. So, actually physical adsorption takes place due to the weak force. Weak physical force. How do we call that weak physical force? We can call it as van der Waals forces by which gas molecules are getting adsorbed at the surface of a solid. We are talking about the adsorption of a gas on the solid surface. I told we are very specific. So, we are talking about adsorption. We are discussing about adsorption. Here, even in adsorption, we are very specific. We are going to talk about the gas adsorbed on a solid. So, what is an adsorbate here? Gas. What is an adsorbent here? Solid. So, we are going to talk about the adsorption of a gas on the surface of a solid. Here, adsorption is taking place due to weak van der Waals force. So, we are going to discuss about the physical adsorption here which is caused due to the weak van der Waals force. So, because of the weak van der Waals force, the gas molecules are getting adsorbed. They are getting adsorbed on a solid surface. So, the gas molecules are getting adsorbed at the solid surface due to weak van der Waals force. That is a weak force, weak physical force. We can call it as physical adsorption. And there is no specificity of any gas. So, there is no specificity. It can adsorb any gas, can be adsorbed onto the surface. So there is no specificity. Any gas can be adsorbed on the surface of the solid. So there is no specificity. So there is no specific reason about a particular gas has to be adsorbed. So there is no specificity. Any gas can be adsorbed at the surface of a solid because van der Waals forces are universal. Van der Waals forces are universal. As van der Waals forces are universal, so any gas can be adsorbed at the surface of the solid. So this is second point. First point I talked about physical adsorption. How this physical adsorption caused? It is due to the weak van der Waals force, weak physical force, van der Waals force that is operated at the surface of a solid. Because of the weak force, van der Waals force, the gas molecules gets adsorbed at the surface of a solid. First point, physical adsorption. What is the second characteristic feature? There is no specificity of a particular gas. As what is that? Van der Waals forces are universal. They are universal forces. So there is no specificity about a particular gas that has to be adsorbed. As van der Waals forces are universal forces, so physical adsorption, there is no specificity. Any gas can be adsorbed at the surface of a solid because of the universal nature of van der Waals force. The next one, highly liquefiable gases are physically adsorbed. Highly liquefiable. What is liquefiable? Gases can be liquefied. There are two conditions for liquefaction. How gases can be liquefied? There are two conditions. One is high pressure. For liquefaction, we need high pressure and low temperature. High pressure and low temperature. So for liquefaction we need two conditions. The pressure has to be applied greater, high pressure has to be applied and temperature has to be lowered. So what is the next characteristic feature about physical adsorption? Highly liquefiable gases, the gases that can be easily liquefied, highly liquefied, that can be easily liquefied, those gases are preferable. So we have to we have to choose the gas in such a way where highly liquefied gases are, what is that, preferable here. So what is the third characteristic feature? When you are selecting the gas, what is the condition? Highly liquefiable gases are physically adsorbed. So the gases which are highly liquefiable, which can be easily converted into a liquid by applying high pressure and low temperature, so physical adsorption is possible. So first case, what is the first case? I defined physical adsorption, which is nothing but the adsorption that takes place due to weak van der Waals force. We can call it as physical adsorption. What is the second point? What is the characteristic? What are the characteristics? What is the first characteristic? There is no specificity of any particular gas. So that means what? As van der Waals forces are universal forces that are acting at the surface, so there is no specificity about any particular gas. And when you talk about the nature of the adsorbate, what is the adsorbate here? Gas is the adsorbate. What is the adsorbate here? Gas is the adsorbate. We are talking about the adsorption of gas molecules. So what is the adsorbate here? Gas. So when you are selecting a gas, how the gas should be? Highly liquefiable gases. The gases that can be highly liquefied. What by liquefied? The gases can be converted into liquid. What is the condition for liquefaction? We need two conditions, high pressure and low temperature. At high pressure and low temperature, any gas can be liquefied. So the second characteristic feature is, when you are selecting the gases, highly liquefiable gases are what is that, selected so that physical adsorption is possible. The next one we are going to talk about chemical adsorption. What is chemical adsorption? The adsorption that takes place due to the chemical bonds. Actually, the adsorption that is taking place due to the chemical bonds. How the chemical bonds, what are the two substances where the chemical bonds are possible? Between the gas molecules and the adsorbent surface. So here when there is a chemical bond formation between the gas molecules, so what are gas molecules here? Gas molecules are adsorbate. On the adsorbent surface. So whenever the gas molecules are getting adsorbed at the surface of the adsorbent by strong chemical bond. So here we are talking about the involvement between the adsorbent and adsorbate. The adsorbate and adsorbent are linked, are attracted, the adsorbate is attracted towards the adsorbent by strong chemical bond formation. We can call such an adsorption as chemical adsorption, or it can be otherwise called as chemisorption. The other name for chemical adsorption is chemisorption. Moreover, it results in a unimolecular layer. So, after adsorption, when you see the surface of the adsorbent, after the adsorption process, when you see the surface of the adsorbent, there will be a unimolecular layer, single layer. What is unimolecular layer actually? Unimolecular layer is nothing but a single layer. So, unimolecular layer is nothing but after adsorption we can see a single layer at the surface of the adsorbent. So, we can call it as chemical adsorption. So, this slide talks about the characteristics, chemical adsorption as well as the characteristics. What is chemical adsorption? The adsorption that takes place due to strong chemical bond. So, in between, what are the two materials we are taking, what are the two terms we have related? One is adsorbate, another one is adsorbent. Actually, we are discussing about the adsorption of gas on solid surface. So, here the chemical bond formation are playing a greater role. Here, the adsorbate and adsorbent are linked to each other by strong chemical bond. And what is the result at the end of the adsorption? When you notice the surface of the adsorbent, you can see a unimolecular layer, a single layer is formed. So, this is one of the characteristic feature of chemical adsorption. The process is specific. It has got specificity, whereas in case of physical adsorption there is no specificity, it is not specific. Whereas in case of chemical adsorption, why it is specific? Because it is due to chemical bond, strong chemical bond. As the adsorption is due to strong chemical bond, it has got specificity, specific in nature. That means it will occur only if there is a chemical bond formation between the adsorbent and adsorbate. So, this process is very much specific because it will occur only when strong chemical bonds are formed between the adsorbate and adsorbent. The process is irreversible. What do you mean by irreversible? Once the reaction is over, once the product is formed, that's all. That product cannot be changed into reactant. Only one side. Only one side the reaction is taking place. Only one side the reaction is taking place, irreversible. So, in case of physical adsorption, that is reversible. It can be both the, what is that? Both the sides the reactions are taking place. Forward as well as backward reactions are taking place. Whereas in case of chemical adsorption, it is very specific as it is formed due to strong chemical bond. So only one side the reaction is possible. That's why most of the chemical adsorptions are irreversible in nature. And it is an exothermic process. Exothermic, it is an exothermic process. What is exothermic process? So exothermic is nothing but heat energy is liberated. Heat energy is liberated. So it is an exothermic process and the process is accompanied by increase in temperature. So usually chemical adsorption, it is an exothermic process. Even physical adsorption is also exothermic process. So chemical adsorption is also exothermic process. What is the condition favorable? It occurs where an increase in temperature, it is always accompanied by increase in temperature. So chemical adsorption, both whether it is physical or chemical adsorption, it is an exothermic reaction where heat energy will be liberated. When you talk about the chemical adsorption, it is accompanied by increase in temperature. So temperature will be greater. So chemical adsorption is favorable only at high temperature. So high temperature adsorption will be greater. Okay. It occurs slowly at low temperature. So how the reaction will be? How the chemical adsorption will be? It will be very slow at low temperature. So at low temperature, chemical adsorption is slow. When you are increasing the temperature, chemical adsorption increases and occurs at a higher rate with increase in pressure. And two conditions are greatly required here. What are the two conditions? One is high temperature and high pressure. High temperature and what is the other one? High pressure. Favors chemical adsorption. So here as we are discussing about the chemical adsorption, there are two conditions required. We are going to talk about temperature and pressure. At low temperature, chemical adsorption is less. When you are going to increase the temperature at high temperature, chemical adsorption is greater. Even pressure also plays a greater role. At high pressure, the extent of adsorption will be greater. Just as in case of physical adsorption, chemical adsorption is directly proportional to the surface area. So whether it is physical or chemical adsorption, adsorption is directly proportional to surface area. Adsorption is directly proportional to surface area. So adsorption and surface area are directly proportional. Whether it is physical adsorption or chemical adsorption, surface area and adsorption are directly proportional. Already I told you. Whenever the surface area of the adsorbent is greater, adsorption is also greater. Whenever the surface area of the adsorbent is less, adsorption is also less. So both are directly proportional. When one increases, the other also increases. When one quantity decreases, other quantity also decreases. So here adsorption and surface area are directly proportional and thus increases with increase in surface area. So when surface area is greater, adsorption is also greater. That's why both the terms are directly proportional. Since the process involves chemical bond formation, it is very particular that it is a chemical adsorption as chemical bond is involved between the adsorbent and adsorbate. The enthalpy is high. What is the enthalpy? change in energy. Delta H is, what is that? Negative. What is delta H? Delta H is nothing but change in energy. So delta H will have a negative value, high negative value. So it will have a high negative value. Delta H will be high negative value. That means what? Large amount of heat energy will be liberated during chemical adsorption. It can be delta H will have value that is 80 kilojoules to 240 kilojoules. 80 kilojoules to 240 kilojoules of heat energy will be liberated. So that means what? As chemical adsorption is due to strong chemical bond between the adsorbate and adsorbent, heat of adsorption is greater. What is heat of adsorption? Usually adsorption is an exothermic reaction where heat energy is liberated. As it is a strong chemical bond formation here in chemical adsorption, here we will get a delta H value will be higher negative value. It will have a higher negative value. What is it indicates? It shows that you will be getting large amount of heat energy is liberated, released or evolved. So it requires a certain energy of activation. So in order to, what is that? Apart from this chemical adsorption requires activation energy. So it needs certain energy for activation. So we can call it as energy of activation. So up to this I am concluding with this slide. The next slide we are going to talk about other concepts. So I want everybody to go through this physical adsorption, chemical adsorption. I have talked about the characteristic features and I have told about delta H value and surface area and adsorption, how they are related. All these things I have told clearly. So I want everybody to go through today. There will be test play based on this tomorrow. Thank you, children.